Morning, Rachel. Good morning, Chris. Hope you're having a great start to your Friday. We are almost to the weekend, but I want to kick it off with that. Yes, we are under a next weather alert that is started yesterday, continuing into tomorrow. This is mainly for the inland areas, but worth noting, all of us are seeing above average conditions. So for most of us, 10 degrees above average, what we normally expect this time of year. But the alert is going to be for portions of our valleys, for our desert communities, and the IE. And we're talking about temperatures this morning. I just want to kick it off with showing you, normally I'm talking low 60s, okay, in the mix as we kick it off 5 o'clock in the morning. Not the case this morning, already 70 degrees. Now keep in mind, on a beautiful, perfect California day, 70s are the highs for us. No, we're starting off 5 o'clock this morning in the 70s for most of us, nearly 80 degrees for our desert community. So it's a warm start, 72, still hot again for our ocean temperatures as well. So I want to bring you over here and just show you what we're going to be seeing for the next 12 hours for places like Los Angeles. Starting off the morning, like I said, high 60s, low 70s here to kick off the morning. By late morning, 8 o'clock, mid 70s. We are high 80s, low 90s as we get into this afternoon. Now you'll notice maybe a few clouds in the mix, less of that marine layer. We are drying out. Again, as far as cloud cover goes, we'll see mostly sunny skies, but feeling humid. We do have that hurricane off the coast. Ridge of high pressure is drawing in that moisture. So I want to bring in this map here and just show you what we're seeing as far as alerts today. And it might be helpful to also bring in the highs to show you the certain areas that are seeing a heat advisory, what those temperatures are looking like, and those that are getting an extreme heat warning. So let's start with this heat advisory here going along the coastline here. 77 there in Huntington for the high today. So slightly cooler along the coastline actually there in Huntington. They were 80s yesterday. Speaking of 80s, 83 in Long Beach today, 83 also along the coastline, continuing to LA County, 83 in Santa Monica. As we push north, 95 for Simi Valley, triple digits for places like Santa Clarita. Now follow me back here. That is that heat advisory. That's continuing through Monday. So we have that next weather alert, but heat advisory going through Monday. Now let's back up here to this pink. This is an extreme heat warning, and no surprise here. This is for the Inland Empire. That's because those temperatures well above average and above 100 degrees. Now we talked yesterday to some residents. They don't have air conditioning. That can be a huge concern. So here's what we're looking at today. Ontario right at triple digits, 102 for Lake Elsinore. And then again, we just keep climbing as we push inland. San Bernardino, we are above 100 degrees there. So that's something that we're tracking today. Again, extreme heat warning also through Monday. Let me get you the rest of the forecast, show you the culprit behind these conditions, and that is this ridge of high pressure dominating the West Coast, okay? And it will continue to do so heading into the weekend. Even as we get into next week, I'll show you this in a moment, it'll shift, but it's still going to take over next week as well. So that's the reason for the heat, right? The humidity is this hurricane that's off the coast. So those winds from that ridge of high pressure draw in that moisture. So along with the heat, it just feels muggy and sticky out there. Here's the track of that ridge of high pressure. As I mentioned, heading into next week, it shifts slightly. So we'll see a slight cooling, but by no means is it feeling cool. As we get into next week, then it moves back closer to it. Those temperatures ramp up yet again. So next weather alert, here's the breakdown through Saturday. Extreme heat. We have hot, humid conditions, uncomfortable in the overnight. So we're not getting relief in the overnight hours. Next 7 days for the LAOC metro area. So not under the alert, but still hot, above average conditions. We are 90s at least through Monday, and then we'll get back to those 80s as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Another ramp up by late week as well. We're going to take a look